Hey guys, how's it going? Well, I'm back in the garage again. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend and I hope you had an awesome Thanksgiving. I was going to come into the garage yesterday and try to get Lucky up and running, but I was just so tired it was just so crazy. So today's Monday. My son's supposed to be over here. The cops are coming. My son's supposed to be over here today. Give me a hand. Hopefully we'll get Lucky up and running and driving. We'll see. I know the brakes they're going to have to get gone through. I know I'm still going to have to adjust them out a little bit more to bring the pedal up a little bit. And that's it. What I really want to try to get done is hopefully get Lucky, if we can, either today or tomorrow, get Lucky on the lift. And we'll get patches where Lucky is. That's the game plan. You know what I got? Because we put this on. So, thinking we'll put this on. That shouldn't be in Jerome's way. So I figured maybe we'll just throw that on right now, and then when we're done with that, I got the plug for this right here. So I just want to take that clamp out right there, pull the line back a little bit, put the plug in, set the line back through, and then we can finish hooking up the fuel line to the fuel pump. Once that's done, I'm just going to add the fluids, and the cops are coming again. Oh, hope everything's okay. Wow. So I'm hoping, hopefully, fingers crossed, I gotta get gas. I forgot about getting gas. I knew, and I ran out today too to get a couple of things, and I forgot to get gas. So hopefully we'll get this thing running today. We had it running about 6 months ago, and I'm talking to Glenn. And Glenn's like, Al, I really didn't drive that car a lot when I switched the motor over and stuff. I moved it around, I started it and stuff. He's like, but I really didn't drive it nowhere. He's like, I hope the motor's good. I'm like, oh no, Glenn, don't tell me this now. Because this would have all been for nothing. And he's like, and this is just a conversation I had with Glenn, because he's such a nice guy. He's like, worst case scenario, we got to put a crate motor in. I'm like, I'm sure this is going to run fine, because we did have it running. I know the carburetor is probably going to be a little fussy because it's been sitting. This car's been sitting, I think Glenn said, for really not driven, really for 25 years. Moved around a little bit here and there, but really hasn't been driven. So we'll see what we can do. Me, enough babbling. What I want to do first is this right here. I just want to put that on. I want to see how it looks. And then we'll top off the fluids, okay? But give me a second. Let me set you guys up. Over here. We'll throw that on. And we'll just see. I know it's just a gas cap, but that kind of might... I always felt that this made up the whole panel back here. Because the gas cap's actually pretty cool. I like this gas cap. I want to see how it looks. I think it's pretty good. Oh, and I got the clear for this. Maybe at the end of the day we'll clear the trunk out. I'm always afraid of scratching this. Even 67, 68s, 67s, and 68s, I believe, Camaros, they go on the same way. And I was always afraid of scratching when you take them off the vessel. Yeah, we can actually, I picked up a few cans of clear in the trunk area, and I'm thinking, because the floors in this car are so nice, and I'm thinking maybe just, do you want to paint them? I would love to just clear them, just to preserve them. I think that would be the way to go. Because you can still see the green on the floor there. You can see how original they are. And how nice a shape they are. Whoop. All right, here it is. I like it. I'm sorry. I think that's part of the jewelry on this car. That's part of the jewelry. I just like the way I like the way they look. I think it looks pretty good. You know me, squirrel. What do you say? We start topping the fluids off, and hopefully by then, it should only take a minute. By then, I'm hoping my son will be here. so we can start it. I'll hopefully try to get it started. If not, we'll be ordering a crate motor. Give me a second. Let me set you guys up right over here. No place in particular. I'm guessing just right here. Okay. It's a little light over here. Top off these fluids, and we got to hook up that fuel line and just put that grommet in for the leave this here. But before we add that, let's put some antifreeze on this thing. Like that. We'll just add the fluids, and my son should be here soon. Oh, I gotta get gas. Keep forgetting. Look at this, like a surgeon. The motor's got antifreeze in it. We just got to refill the radiator and the heater core now, because it didn't have a heater core. And this car, I don't know, maybe some of you Ford guys, like I say, I'm a first-gen Camaro guy, but I always love these Fords. Glenn says he's having a hard time with this car running hot. And it's got the 5-blade fan in it. It's got, it looks like a 2-core radiator. Let's see if I can get a better look. I think it's a 2-core radiator. But he was telling me, he's like, I've always had a hard time with this car running hot. Like, I don't know. I think it's a 2-core. Yeah, I think it's a 2-core radiator. So if any of you guys know, let me know so I can let Glenn know. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get the rest. Top this off. Generally, I don't go with antifreeze. I like to put water in first, just in case there's a leak. I should be looking right now, actually. Oh no, dry as bone. Dry as bone. Yes, if you guys know, I'm thinking that it'll run a little bit cooler now. Now with the heater core in it, it's just like another little mini radiator. Well, we'll see. Look at this. I'm talking like, yeah, we're gonna get this car up and running, moving around today. Fingers crossed we'll get this thing up and running. Moving around, we'll see. I'd love to get this car up on the lift over there, so we could detail out the bottom. This way, everything underneath the car is done. I still got to do, I think, exhaust brackets here and there, and a few things here and there, and I want to go with the suspension. Because I noticed there was a few things that were loose in the suspension. All right, we're topped off here. Well, there it goes. We're going to let it run. We're going to let it run. We'll just say it as we need it. So that's done. Let's fill up power steering. That'll be done. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab that. All right. Let's top this off. And I want to grease everything underneath the front of this car. As we go through it. We know this is going to be empty. I think that's it. I think once we add this fluid, we'll hook up the fuel line. The fuel is. You can actually crank it. This battery's brand new. Excuse me. This battery's brand new. So I told my son, I'm like, do me a favor, grab the battery charger, so we can just throw it on a charge as we're cranking it, because I don't expect this thing to start right up. Well, if it doesn't start right up, I guess we have to sort of crate motor. Just kidding, Glenn. It should run fine. I think it's going to be fine. Fingers crossed. So how's your day going? Hope it's going really good. Well, then again, by the time you guys see this video, it'll be in the evening. So I hope you guys had a great day today. I tell you, it took me days to recover from Thanksgiving, because we had a party before Thanksgiving. We had Thanksgiving. People came over on Thanksgiving. We were just so busy. But it was a great time. It really was. Alright, we're almost there. Alright, I'm not going to bore you with this. Oh, look at that. One little drop. Oh, had to ruin it. I'm not going to bore you with this, guys. I'm going to go right from this. Once this is full, I'm going to go right to that grommet in the frame. And then I'll show you, you know, you pretty much have an idea. Yeah, let me show you here. It comes in through here. That down in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. So I just have to unloosen that one screw to pull the clip off so I could slide it out, put the grommet in, slide it back in, then do the fuel lines. I was going to, if I didn't have the grommet, I was going to hook the fuel line up and then just disconnect it and move it over and stuff. But, you know, I'm like, then I got to plug the fuel line so it's not draining from the tank because it's already going to have the siphon going. So I figured, you know, before we put fuel in it, let's just do it the right way and be done with it. But that's it. You know, this is pretty much, I'm just going to check this to make sure it's at full. And I know once the car starts, it's going to take some more. But I just wanted to tell you what I was doing. I want to show you what I was doing here. I want to tell you what I was doing. Now I'm going to do it. Alrighty, I'll be right back. All right, we're just going to back to this fuel line again and get you guys right in there. Change that out real quick. We'll keep moving. It's definitely a tight fit in here. Ugh. Once this is up, once this is all in, we can put fuel in the tank now. We're gonna bring this out. There we go. Let's get this grommet in there. There we go. Now we just got to get this back on. Shame too, because we had this so nice. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I don't want to lose this grommet. Tighten this back up and we're good to go. For out here anyway. All right, there it is. So we got the grommet in. Now all you have to do, you just got to put the 3/8 fuel line in on the other side of that, bring it up to the fuel pump, and this system's sealed. So let me do that. I can't get you guys in there, but once it's all done, I'll just show you what I had done, okay? I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I looked underneath the car as I'm turning the wheel, and I'm noticing that. And I realized I never tightened that line right here. So I went into total panic mode, and then I turned the wheel, and I just saw it just pouring right out of that line. So I'm going to I checked it. It's loose, so I was just freaking out a little bit. But I'm going to tighten that up now. Hopefully it should be bone dry. All right, so give me a second. I'm not going to bore you with it, but I just had to show you that right there. Right from there. You see it dripping? I'm going to tighten it up. I'm going to tighten them all. I thought I got them all. I guess not. So let me just go over that. See, that's what I mean. Every now and then you got to like do a shakedown of everything that you've done, and that's part of the shakedown. It's just going over everything. So that's it, and that's what I want to do when I get the car up on the lift. So I want to just go through everything underneath the car. So I just wanted to stop and show you. Okay, I'll be right back. All right. So that's all fixed. No drips, no nothing. That's all done in there. It's all hooked up underneath here. Right there. That's all hooked up. My son should be here any minute. I'm hoping that he'll just run out, maybe grab 5 gallons. We'll throw 5 gallons into the tank and maybe try to get this thing started. And just check for leaks. I know, I'm going to go over the radiator hoses and everything like that. Once everything gets kind of hot, that's when you kind of find your leaks. So, well, we took care of the one that we thought was a leak, but it was just a loose fitting. Woo, I panicked. I'm not going to lie. So give me a second. Hopefully my son will be here. If not, I'm just going to run out, get some gas, throw it in here, and let's see what we can do with it. I'll be right back. All right, so now I look under the car, and that's what I see. So I look up over here, and this is what I find. I put a rag in there, just to try to see where I can see the water coming from. And it's dripping right from the thermostat housing right there. So now I'll take some of the fluid out, but we can reuse it now. I know it can go right back in and I can catch it now. So I'm going to drop it down. I'm going to pull the housing out. I want to see if it's got a crack in it or something, because I thought I did a pretty decent job. Well, apparently I didn't do a decent job if it's not cracked. But I just want to go through that again. And these are just like the little things that you just got to go over. And I'm surprised that's actually the first one that's ever leaked on me from reinstalling it. So that'll probably happen to me every time now. All right, I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to reseal it, and then we're ready to start it. All righty, I'll be right back. All right, let's just drain some of the fluid out of here. We don't have to take it all out. We just got to get it below that line right there. And we can put this all right back in again. This makes me want to go to the bathroom. No, you're just getting old. We're going to let that run down. I want to pull this off. I want to check it. Because I cleaned it up pretty good. My son cleaned it up. I didn't see any cracks in that. So I must have done a terrible job sealing it. But we'll get it. So, give me a minute. I don't want to bore you with this. We're going to speed this up. Here we go. We'll get this. We're almost there. We almost got this. We're so close. My son just ran out to go get some gas. This has got me a little befuddled why it's doing this. Because I thought I did a pretty nice job sealing it. Apparently I didn't. No, yeah, that's sealed on it pretty good. I'm hoping it's not cracked. Huh, everything, it's sanded on there, everything. I don't know what's, let me just clean it up. We'll just start all over again, not a big deal. Let's see, hopefully the intake's not cracked or anything. It shouldn't be. Let me get a regular rag. Okay. Better yet, a paper towel. No, it's nice and clean. I don't see. No, that's nice. No cracks there. I'll check this. No. That's so weird. All right, I'm going to try to reset it again. I'll clean up the gaskets and we'll put it in again. Give me a minute. All right. Okay, that's it. Like it never happened. Hopefully it doesn't leak. Alrighty, be right back. Alright, so we're all set. I'm starving. My son ran out to go grab some lunch, and he actually filled up. We got the container of gas right there. So I'm thinking now we'll throw some fuel in it, and I'm gonna have a quick lunch, and we'll see what we can do. The battery's charging. It's pretty much charged. So we'll put a little gas down the carburetor, fill up the tank, and we'll see what this thing does. Hopefully, hopefully it'll start. We'll see. So give me a second. I'm just going to fill this up with gas, and my son should be here in a minute. I'll wash my hands so I can grab something to eat, and then we'll have at it. All righty? So give me a second. Be right back. All right, guys, we're all done eating lunch. My son's here. We're going to give this thing a try. It's got fuel in it. It's got about 5 gallons of gas in it. Battery's fully charged. We'll hook up the battery cables, take the air cleaner off, put some gas down the throat, and see if we can fill up the bowl. And I know I'm going to have to tap on it. I'm sure the float's going to be stuck. So, you know what? Let me set you guys up over here. Hold on. Always losing this stand. Ooh. We'll get it. Right, can you do me a favor? Plug in that battery charger. I just unplugged it for no reason. All right, let me set you up. Put you guys over here. I'm just going to, Rye, if you want. I don't know if this thing's got a neutral safety switch in it or not. I'm willing to bet that it doesn't. I'm willing to bet that it would crank in gear. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. I'm just going to try to fill up these float bowls. I'll hook up the battery terminals. Let me,
It shouldn't matter if it has a neutral safety. So.
Well, if it's got a neutral safety switch, it won't start it unless the foot's down on the clutch. Can you do me a favor? Can you just grab these two battery cables? Take them off, and then we're going to put them right back on because you got juice going to it. Don't. Yeah. No, because we're going to put it back on the battery as we're cranking it. All right. You want to put it back on there?
It's positive first, right?
Either or, don't mind. Why are you doing that? Probably a good idea maybe to open up the garage door. What do you think? Right? And hopefully it'll start. Oh, it's so nice out. Hold on a second. Oh, man. I'm just pouring gas all over the place. I know Glenn said that this thing takes a lot of fuel. Hold on one second. Let me just wipe this. Well, you want to give it a crank. See what it does. Yep. Okay. Did it just kick?
Yeah.
Do that again. All right. All right, hold on. It's like right there to start. Holy cow. Go ahead. You know what? Hold on. Let me tap that float bowl. Let me grab my precision tools. You know, let me grab my lucky hammer. All right, give it a try. Stop. I want to throw it on engine start. Go ahead. It wants to start. Ah, go ahead. Go ahead. All right, that float bowl is definitely stuck. Let me get some more gas. I'm going to try to fill up the carburetor. Oh, she's full. She's definitely full. Grab my glasses. I'm going to see if the squirters are squirting. I can't see. It's not that I'm short. It's that everything's up too high. That's weird. All right, good. Give it a try. No, don't give it gas. All right. That's it. Needs a motor. I'm done. Only kidding. Let it sit for a minute. Hold on. Yeah, it wants to run. It wants to run. I don't know why the bowls are flowing over. I think the float bowl's just stuck. I hate to tap it, but we're going to have to. It's just been asleep for a long time. Give it a whirl. Yep. She wants to start. I'm almost tempted to get into the timing a little bit. Give it a whirl. All right, give it a minute. Let this battery charge a little bit. We'll get it running. We'll get it running. Oh, the motor's no good. It's got to go, Glenn. You got to get a crate motor. We'll get it running. It wants to run. All right. So I think the float bowl is just stuck. We'll see. We'll see. That's why I figured let's just let it sit. It hasn't had a lot of fuel in it in a while. So give me a minute, let this thing charge. Be right back. All right, guys, so I took a breather. The battery's charged. What I just broke it down. I went right to the points. I rechecked the points, the gaps on the points, the gap on the points. Everything's fine. It's getting a good spark. It's not getting any fuel. I was pouring some fuel down the carburetor, and it would kick and stop, like you saw it, and then it just stopped doing it. So my son told me, he's like, right at the beginning, my son's like, Al, what about the timing? I'm like, we didn't touch the timing in this car. We didn't do anything to it. So he looks at me like this. He's like, what about the timing? You want to know something? He's 100% correct. You know, it was way advanced. You know, that might have been one of the reasons why this car was running hot. It was so far advanced. So I slowly started retarding it, and it started. Let me show you what it was doing. All right. Let's get you guys right in there. All right, buddy. Hold on. You ready? Right. Right. Give it a crank. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep going. Don't stop the cranking. I know we're right there on it. Hold on. I made a mark. I can't see anything. That's my problem. Oh. I put it right back where it was. That's why it's not starting. Go ahead. Try it now. There it is. Go ahead. Huh?
Let's open up the garage door.
Oh, yeah. All right, open up the back door. I was afraid to take it that far over. Let me know when you're ready, buddy. Okay?
Can we give the battery a second?
Well, no, go ahead. Don't worry about it. I'll throw it on a charge if it goes to die. It's got a pretty decent charge on it right now.
Good?
Yep, go. Go. Stop. That's weird. You know, it's just a combination, me fighting with the fuel and with the timing. It wants to run. Definitely wants to run. Let me see what the distributor's set at right now. Yeah, I'm slowly retarding it. Counterclockwise, on a Ford, counterclockwise is advancing and clockwise is retarding.
Yeah.
All right, so it was so far now, I got it moved a pretty decent amount. But what I don't like is, let me see this. I don't like the way the distributor cap, like, it's not like a Chevy. Once it's locked down, it's locked down. And I mean, it's retarded a decent amount right now. All righty, give it a crank. That's a tappy place right there. Let's see where we were. All right. So it's retarded a little bit. It was way advanced. This will run. I just want to snug that down. I got to get a timing light, hit it with a timing light once we get this thing started because it's out a little bit. Just want to lock it in so we don't lose it. That seems like a tappy home. Now we got to fight the fuel issue. And That's all I'm going to fight with this now because it's inevitable. I know it's got to get changed. All right, crank it and let's see what it does. I want to see if it's getting any fuel up in here. Okay. Needs a carburetor. That's no good. And that popping noise? It's the exhaust manifold. It has a hole in it. It's got a tiny little hole in it. You know, just enough to say, do you need to change it or can you fix it? And I know I could fix it. Because changing it, I mean, even at that, oh man, this is such a fight. Oh. Yeah, we got to fix that. I see the hole. It's right here. And I have something for that. This carburetor wants out, Glenn. Does not like it. All right, crank it again, buddy. All right, she's not getting any fuel. Let me tap this again. If I crack it, I crack it. Either way, can't stay like this. I think I ran out of gas. My little container.
Really?
I can't find it.
I saw you put it up there.
Oh, here it is. The accelerator pump's leaking. Kind of horrifically not so great. But we can clean it up, make it look pretty. Okay. All right. Let's give it one more shot. We know it runs. Go ahead. Yep, crank it. The accelerator pump's just not happy either. It's not doing anything. Ooh, make it nice. All right, run it again. Go ahead, Barry. Something's not right here. What I'm not liking is how it's almost surging. It's almost like it's getting real good spark and it's not, real good spark and it's not. It's almost. I mean, can you just crank it for a second? Hold on. Yeah, give it a try. Something. All right, do me a favor. I went over the timing. I went over the firing order, everything on this car, and I can't figure out why it's surging like that. Huh? No, I'm going to say it needs a carburetor, but it's a combination of both. It's an ignition and a carburetor problem right now. It's two things.
Is there any grounds connected?
That's you know what? I'm going to run through this whole thing. Now I'm going to stop where we are now.
So I feel like my car ran better when I had grounds connected.
Yeah, I'm going to just run through it. I'm going to just check everything. I took everything for granted, and I shouldn't have. But I'm thinking, even with the coil, I'm thinking the only thing we haven't changed on this car right now is the coil, which is probably, it's 6 years old. And but they generally don't go bad. I don't know why it's surging like that. You know what? I'm just going to go over everything. I'm going to go over every wire, go over every ground, and see what it is. It's just, I don't like that. It's like that constant, it's like a surge. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Well, it does run. The carburetor is very temperamental. It doesn't know whether it wants to spit gas out of the overflow or whether it doesn't want to get gas at all. And the accelerator pump, I just snugged it down. It stopped leaking. It was leaking a little bit underneath there. It's either going to need a rebuild or it's going to need a replacement. Now I would probably say, I guess you could rebuild it, but I don't know. I'm almost borderline just replace it and be done with it. I think this thing, it's served its duty right there. It really has. But we'll see. We'll keep tinkering with it. I don't like the way it's surging. It's constantly like going. It's just surging. It's really weird. I've never seen a motor do that before. The way this is doing it, it's just like it's hard to explain the way it surges. But I'm gonna look into it more. It's just getting a little late, and I don't want to keep delving into it because then I'll be here all night. But it's running. So game plan for tomorrow, I'm gonna try to figure out, hopefully try to get this thing to run smooth. You hear the exhaust leak in it? I can't. Let me see. Let me see if I can get you down in there. All right. Oh yeah, there's a hole there. Can you see that? Right down. Oh, come on. Hold on 1 second. Let me get. I just got to show you what I'm working with right here. It's a hole in the exhaust manifold. Right. I don't know if you can see that down in there. It's so hard to show you, but I'm trying. I could fix that. I can fix that with an epoxy. A little bit of, I'll sandwich it with steel and epoxy and fix that. I've dealt with that before and I haven't had any issues with it. So that's the noise that you hear, that like tapping sound. But other than that, it's running a little rough. I went over everything. I went over the time. Other than the timing, and I saw the timing was out. My son's like, Dad, it's like, check the timing. And I'm like, we didn't touch any of that. So he's like, well, it might not have been right to begin with, And I'm like, well, you're right. So I looked into that, and it was advanced a lot. So I retarded it a little bit, and it seemed to get a little happier the more I retarded it. So we'll see. But I went over everything. I went over the points, the firing order, everything. And it's just, I don't like the surge. I don't like the way it's surging. So I'll figure it out. So you know me, squirrel. So game plan for tomorrow, we're going to try to figure that out. I'm going to speak to Glenn, see what Glenn wants to do with the carburetor, see what direction we want to go with it. Because I don't like spending anybody's money. I tell Glenn that all the time. I'm like, I don't like to spend anybody's money. So I want to get the car back down on the ground. We're going to keep moving forward with it. What I'm going to do now, before I lock up, I want to hit this with a satin throughout here. This way the trunk area is all done. Because right now, if you spill water in that or anything, on this right here, it's a really nice finish. But you'll see the watermarks in it. So it needs a top coat. So if you guys use this stuff, it works great. And this is it right here. I recommend it. It's pricey, but that's it right there. But you got to put a top coat on it. So I'm going to throw a coat of clear satin, and it should look pretty nice. And then that's going to be it for the rest of the night, because it's just going to get really, really, it's going to smell in here. Even with this thing running, it'll only pull out so much of the fumes and the dust and everything. So we're going to hit that now, and then we're probably going to call it a night. But before we do that, I was going to do a car show on Sunday, but I didn't. So don't forget to send in your cars for Friday night's car show. 2 pictures of your car, your name, what the car is. Just send it to my email address at keepitsemplegarage@gmail.com, and it'll be in Friday night's car show. And we have a pretty decent amount of cars now, so try to get your cars in there. And that's something that you can look back for the rest of your life, your kids, everything. It's on YouTube. It'll never go away. So it's kind of a way, to be able to look back at something. So again, send 2 pictures of your car, your name, to my email address, keepitsemplegarage@gmail.com, and it'll be in Friday night's car show. And for the guys that order the sweatshirts and the t-shirts and everything, thank you very much. Everything's in the mail. You should have it within the next day or two. And that's about it. All right, so what do you say we finish this over here, and we're going to call it a night, okay? Give me 1 second. All righty. This is the stuff that I got right here. It's good for indoor-outdoor use, and this is indoor-outdoor, I would guess. So let's hit it with a matte finish, and we're going to end the night, because once I spray this trunk, it's just, the fumes are going to be bad. So I'm going to set you guys up over here, and I want to put a couple of coats on if I can. All right, here we go. All right. All right, here we go. All right, guys, it's all cleared. Take a look. It's still wet, but it's drying. Not too bad. I think that should hold up pretty good. I've always had luck with it. I know you definitely got to put a top coat on it, and it's not bad. It just gives it a nice look, a nice clean look. But that's pretty much it for the rest of the day. We tried to get the car running today. We got it running today, but you saw some of the issues we had with it. But we'll straighten it out. We'll get it there. And that's about it. Tomorrow, game plan. We can hopefully maybe straighten out as much as we can on Lucky. And we're just going to keep moving forward. There's still so much more that we can do. And I was really hoping to get it up on the lift maybe tomorrow or the next day. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. But that's it. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. And you guys take care of yourselves. And I hope to see you tomorrow.